Welcome to the Boyle Chronicles, where we dive deep into the world of bowel health. I'm your host, Nikki Kilpatrick, and on this podcast we have raw and candid conversations with individuals facing various bowel conditions and illnesses. Through personal stories and shared experiences, we illuminate resilience and courage in the face of adversity. Be reminded that each story is personal and unique. These conversations are not to be taken as medical advice or to replace guidance from a doctor or healthcare provider. Our aim is to inspire and empower through these amazing stories, amplifying voices often unheard. So join us as we embark on this journey together. Sit back, listen, and be inspired. Enjoy the episode. Hey guys, welcome to the Boyle Chronicles. I'm your host, Nikki Kilpatrick, and I thought I would come on here and just give you a little introduction as to what this podcast is going to be all about and the heart behind it. This is going to be a safe space for many people globally to come on and share their personal, raw, real stories. And, these people have emotional stories, they have fun stories, they have stories of hope. And I just wanted to create a safe space for them to do that, but to inspire maybe just one other person, because it was, that one other person who actually inspired me on my own health journey. It's that one other person who led me to find community on social media and through a podcast. It is that one other person who let me see that there was hope and there was light at the end of the tunnel in my own journey. And I know not everybody's story is of hope and not everybody's story has a happy ever after ending, but it's important to share all of the detail in our health conditions, in these bowel conditions of what we go through. And so I'm about spreading awareness and getting as much information out there as possible, not to scare anyone or put anyone off, but to aid people, to help people, to assist people, and also to let people see the power of advocacy, pushing for yourself, getting answers, when you're navigating such a difficult time where you feel alone, the importance behind pushing and pressing into that and getting those answers and the treatment that you deserve. That was part of my own journey, and we'll delve more into that as our episodes kind of unravel a little bit more. But we've got some exciting stories. Like I said, very real, very raw, very emotional stories coming up. And I would just ask you that if you tune in and you listen to our episodes, that you do give us some feedback. There's a Q&A on some of the podcasts. You'll see it come up after you've listened to it. Ask any questions that you have. If you listen to the podcast and you're inspired by it, take a simple screenshot, post it to your social media, tag us in it, and let's spread the word. Let's get people subscribed to the podcast to listen, because I was that girl who for 4 years felt very alone, that nobody understood my exact circumstances. It's good to have your family support network around you in those times, but when you actually connect with someone on a similar journey who can resonate with you, there's a lot more power in that. And it's what got me through. So this space is exactly for that. Like I said, if you have a story or you want to share your story, you want to go public, and you have a debilitating bowel condition of some sort, and you feel that you would be able to reach one other person by sharing the power behind your story, then I want you to get in contact. We're going to talk about chronic diarrhea. We're going to talk about constipation. We're going to talk about bowel cancer. We're going to talk about people living with ostomies, people who have had bowel resections, people who have had emergency surgeries, or had endometriosis on the bowel. And all of these things have a huge impact on our daily lives. They have a huge impact on our families, and they have a huge impact on our mental health. And I think it's really important then to spread awareness and get all of that there out in the open, out in public. And so that's the idea and the heart behind the Boyle Chronicles. It's creating a community space for stories to be heard, for people's voices to be heard who maybe have never opened up or actually shared the power behind their story before. So join us, guys, as we go into episode 1, which is going to be a fabulous episode. And listen, Give us the feedback. Let us know what you think and stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe, spread the word and get it out there. We will catch you all very soon for episode 1.